Before this video starts, I just want to say a massive thank you for 30,000 subscribers. We're already kind of past that, but regardless, I'm just so grateful for that. It is just mad. I feel like I was at 20,000 for ages, and now to be at there and pushing 40,000 is just mad. Thank you so much. I really, really am appreciative of that. The support and everything recently on the newer videos have just been absolutely crazy. I feel like I found a little bit of a path for you guys that you're just enjoying. So yeah, I'm just going to stick on that path for now, see how this goes. Either way, thank you. Just thank you so much. Now, I haven't got anything planned currently for 30,000, but I've got something planned for 50,000, so hopefully that makes it a little bit more special. And hopefully it's not far away before we're actually there, so that'll be great. But either way, just thank you so much. Thank you for the Twitter mentions. Thank you for the Instagram DMs. I've been replying on Instagram as well, so if you want to go message me, I do reply on there after a while. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time to reply, but I do reply eventually, so you can go and do that if you want to. But either way, let's just jump into the video. So I just want to mention straight away that the weather was absolutely awful. Like, it was awful. Just look at this. Like, it was actually scary. Like, it was genuinely scary. The thunder and the lightning was just crazy. You couldn't really tell on the camera. You can kind of see the outside of it, but I seen the lightning like hit the floor, and it just looked mad. And I was just hoping that we didn't get caught in the middle of the lightning storm itself, but luckily we didn't. Either way, the weather was awful. Like, it was going to be harder to do the tricks. I knew that. It was going to be harder to do intros and stuff without all the equipment getting wet. So either way, thank you for the guys that helped me that day as well. They're true mates. They just are true mates. But I just want you to take it into consideration that the skills won't be done at a full tempo because of the weather. You won't find that players will use the amount of skills that they do on a normal day compared to a rainy day, because it's much harder to get grip on the ball and it's much harder to pull off tricks. But I'm not making excuses. I still got it done. Let's just go straight into the first skill. So if you guys are actually wondering what combination skill is, it's normally a skill that has one or more tricks involved into one. So it's not just one skill that you give a name to, it's kind of two skills that you put together to make one skill. Alright, so for the first one, it's probably one of the harder ones to do in the rain because of the movement itself, but it's quite a nice flowing trick. It's one that I've made up myself. It's probably been used before, but it's one that I've just kind of put two skills together myself when I was thinking the other day. I thought this would be a nice skill. So for the first part of it, what you're going to do is you're going to drag your foot forward and stop the ball. That's like kind of the first part of it. That's the trick on its own. So you try to fake the defender into thinking you're going to pass it and then you stop the ball. Now that's the first step of this. If you want to learn how to do this, just kind of practice pushing the ball slowly with your foot and then trapping it with the top of your foot. Hopefully the defender thinks you're going to pass it. I'll move that way, and he goes. And that's when you pull out the Maradona, as I call it, but you guys call it the roulette. And then you go the other way around him. But now if you think about it, if he doesn't actually fall for the first trick, he's then going to dive in for the ball, and then you go around him. But if you think about it, if the defender does not fall for the first part, he's then going to dive in for the ball, which is then you pull out the roulette and go around him. That's kind of the whole skill. I'm not going to teach you how to do the roulette. If you want to go see that, you can probably see it in another video, another skills video that I've done. But yeah, that's how the combination skill works. The first part can be done on its own, the roulette can be done on its own. Put them together, and you've got a decent skill right there. Alright, so moving on to the next one. So this one is quite similar to the first one in a sense that you drag the ball out and stop. That's the first part of it. Like I say, it's the exact same motion apart from it's with the outside of your foot. So you're going to slowly push it with the outside of your foot and then trap it. The quicker you can do this, the faster you can, the more chance you've got of fooling the defender, which is kind of the key thing to this. Just practice it and you'll get it faster and faster. That's the key. And then the next part is going to be an L drag, which again I've done in another video. I'm going to link all the skill videos I've done in the description so you can go down there and have a look yourself. But the L drag is something you do straight after that point. It's the exact same sort of situation you do on the first one, but the second one. So once you push it out and trap, if they don't fall for that, you can then L drag it back around them and push out the other way, because they're going to dive in. If they don't fall for it, they think, right, I've got you. They're going to dive in for the ball. You L drag away, make them look daft. If you guys don't know what daft mean, it make them look silly, and then you push it out the way. My lingo is a bit different to you guys. You guys comment it all the time. I feel like I need to use proper words and not just my accent. But either way, that's the skill. Alright, moving on to the third combination skill. Now, this one actually doesn't look like a combination skill. It doesn't look like I actually do much to it. The first one's quite sneaky. So, the first part of it is going to be a little drag and a step over with the same foot. That's why it's quite sneaky, because you don't really notice it. That's to fake the defender thinking you're going to go one way. And as he steps, that's when you come across with a chop. Now, I've seen Ronaldo use this before. He loves the chop. I actually name it after him. I call it the Ronaldo chop. That's the second part of the skill. But for the first part, it's just a simple drag and step over. So that kind of fills him into thinking you're going one way. So then if he does read that, you can then chop it away. If he doesn't read it, you can just go past him. That's the beauty of a combination skill, because if you're doing with the first thing, you can just take it away. If he doesn't fall for it, you can do another skill. That's why combination skills are really good. Alright, so moving on to the fourth one now. Again, the first part is kind of similar to the third one, as you can see. It's quite sneaky, a little drag, step over. You can do this with both feet. I found it was kind of the same either way I went, because you're still kind of using your both feet for either side of the skill. But either way, so when you're doing the drag at the first, again, quite sneaky, same foot. And then after that, you're going to cannon. The cannon's a skill I used, and I think a recent video I did. It's quite a simple one, but it's really effective. And the quicker you can get this skill, the better it's going to fool your defender. I just found it looked so much better, and it run much more smoothly when it was faster. I kind of did it slow and dragged it out a little bit to try and beat him, but it kind of just ran more smoothly when it went a bit faster. As well, what Brad said when I was attacking him with this skill, even though which direction he knew I was going, obviously he showed the demonstration, he even said himself, like, he couldn't work out which way I was actually going to go. I could have went anywhere with that. And that's kind of the best part about it. Like, you kind of fool them, regardless of what direction they think you're going to go, they still might not be able to get the ball, which is fantastic. It's just what you want the skill to do. I didn't really explain how to do the cannon, but you can kind of go check that out in the other videos. There's much more explanation and goes into more detail, so go check that out. But yeah, that's the fourth one. Alright, so for the last one, this one's kind of, again, another sneaky one. It's kind of hidden in there. Basically, this one's a roulette with a step over involved. Now, they might not think there's much point to this. It's just kind of similar to the roulette. If anything, it doesn't get you further forward. It gets you, like, kind of like to the side. But either way, I think this one can be used in a way of trying to stop the defender from getting the ball. Now, I'm going to explain why. So basically, when you do the roulette normally, there's a chance the defender can just put a foot there, win the ball, and you're already moving forward. So if he's won it, he can take it away if it's not done properly. With this, if you kind of mess up a little bit, or you kind of don't do the roulette how you pictured it, you can kind of put your other foot in front as you're doing the step over part to block the defender from getting a foot in. So all he's going to do there is either foul you, not be able to get the ball, and then you carry on, or he's just not going to read it and you're going to get past him. So it's kind of a win-win-win situation right there. But that's my opinion. You can just do the roulette. Obviously, it does work. You find a lot of roulettes going through legs, like Megan people. That's kind of how the roulette can really work. Ronaldo and Nani showed that quite recently. It's mad. But either way, if you think that you might need a little bit more practice with the roulette, try this one, because it kind of protects you from losing the ball as well. You get the foot in front, and like I said, the defender is either going to take you down, he's not going to read it, or he's not going to be able to get the ball at all. So there you go. It's kind of a win-win-win, like I say.
I can never ever find the right words, and there's no way this is real life. There's no telling you're the right girl, so I can only say that it feels right. It feels right, it feels right. Yeah, I can only say that it feels right. It feels right, it feels right. Yeah, I can only say that it feels right. Perspective, I'm the deepest in the cut. Everybody tuning in, but this is just for us now.
So I hope you guys enjoyed these 5 combination skills. It's something I put together. I haven't really seen on YouTube as well, people showing combination skills, which is kind of why I did this today. But either way, if you want to see 5 more combination skills, I've got plenty more in the locker to show you guys. I hope that you can be positive when attacking defenders now. I know a lot of you guys are saying how much it's helped you in games and training and things like that, which is great. I love to hear that. And if you've made it this far, be sure to comment down below which your favourite skill was. I will see you guys in a couple of days.
Feels right. going with the gun.